This is the ORICO PCIe 3.0 1 terabyte SSD. We're gonna go ahead and unbox this and show you guys all around as well as test it out. Now it comes in this beautiful packaging, very simple. Go ahead and see what we get inside. You can see it comes well packaged. And you do get some extras here. Alright, here it is. This is the M.2 SSD. We can see ORICO right on top. This is going to be the J-10 series. And once again, this is going to be PCIe 3.0 with speeds up to 3000 megabits per second. Now further inside, they're going to give us a heatsink here as well. This is going to be completely optional. So they're going to give us 2 thermal pads, an aluminum cover, and a bottom aluminum cover to create your own custom heatsink. So the way this would go is you would remove the plastic on each of these thermal pads. You would place one on the aluminum cover here. You would place your NVMe on the top of the aluminum cover. Then you will grab the other thermal pad. And then you would grab the back plate here. And then you would just sandwich them in together and it kind of snaps in and it creates your own heatsink here. This is perfect for motherboards that might not have a heatsink cover already, or if you prefer to use this one instead. Now obviously you want to make sure that when you're putting this on, you leave enough space for the actual key to go in successfully, but I like the fact that they give us the optional heatsink cover here in case you need it. Alright, so we're going to install this on my motherboard here. We're going to test out the speeds. Alright, so here's my motherboard. This is a B650EF. Now this being a PCIe 3.0 and my motherboard having up to PCIe 5.0 on the top and 4.0 on the bottom too. Realistically, I want to use this more as a secondary drive because my motherboard accepts higher tiered SSD. So in this case, I'm going to use this bottom portion over here to install that NVMe SSD. All right, and once we take it out, as you can see right in the back, we do have a thermal pad that has not been used. So you want to make sure you remove this as well. And as for the ORICO SSD, we are going to position it on the M.2 key, which is right over here. We're going to slide that in an angle. Okay, it goes in nice and smooth, and then we're going to position it down. Now, because my motherboard has easy latch system, all I have to really do is just kind of latch it in place, and that's pretty much it here. Your motherboard, you might have to screw it in place. However, mine has a nice easy latch. Now keep in mind that you also have this included heatsink cover here, so if your motherboard doesn't have one of these heatsink covers, then you're more than welcome to use that. Or if I don't want to use this, I can just use the heatsink cover here and use that instead. So we're going to place this in and then we're going to test out the speeds. Alright, so now that we have our ORICO NVMe SSD, you want to open up control panel, and right in the bottom there is an option for create and format hard disk partitions. You could also search this in the search engine on the bottom as well. So once we click this, it's going to tell us how to initialize this disk 1, which as we can see right over here, it basically says unknown with 953.87 gigabytes of unallocated space. All right, so by default, you just want to leave it at the GPT. So you're going to hit OK. And now we have this over here, which is unallocated. So we're going to right click it here and we're going to create a new simple volume. And then once we do that, we're just going to hit next. And over here is going to tell us the max disk space here. We're going to hit next. And then we have the option of assigning a drive letter. You can assign this to whatever drive letter you want. Since we have ORICO, why not name it O? And then we're going to hit next again. Since we have it installed on my motherboard, we're going to use the NTFS option. If you're using this for an external SSD, you want to use EXFAT, which gives you more compatibility across other devices like Mac as well. So for this case, we're going to use NTFS. We're going to leave everything default, and then we have the option of naming our new drive. And right here, I'm going to name it ORICO 1 terabyte. That way I know what it is, and we're going to hit next. And that's it here. We're going to hit finish. All right, and once it's done, you'll notice that the drive is now open. We go back to disk management and you can see right over here that it is online. Everything is healthy. And right over here, we can hit on properties. And as you can see, we have all of our capacity here. We have 953 gigabytes of free space, which is awesome. All right, so now let's benchmark this ORICO J-10 1 terabyte drive. And I have Crystal Disk Mark so we can run some tests. And we also have crystal disk info here, which is going to give us more details of this drive. We can see the health status and the temperature as well. So let's go ahead and run a 1 gig test 5, and we're just going to hit all. And then we're going to let that run and see what we get. All right, so taking a look at the results here, we're going to focus on these top two numbers here. We have a read speed of 3,229 megabytes per second and a write speed of 1,975 megabytes, which is awesome since you are getting a little bit more than the advertised speeds of up to 3,000 megabytes per second. I have about 127 gigabytes or maybe even more than that on this folder here. We are going to copy this. We're going to go to the ORICO 1 terabyte, and then we're going to paste that to get an idea how fast it transfers. So as you can see here in real time, it is getting really fast speeds here. It's going to go up and down occasionally, but it tells us here that for all that storage, we have about 60 seconds left, and this is really fast speeds. All right, so as you can see here, it took about a minute and a half to transfer almost 127 gigabytes of storage, which is definitely fast for a PCIe 3.0 NVMe SSD. So definitely you're getting great speeds with that. So for a 1 terabyte drive for under $60, I mean, this is tremendous value. Now, I wouldn't recommend this if you have a newer motherboard that supports PCIe 4.0 or 5.0 as your main drive. I'll recommend this more for like a secondary drive since you're getting great value per gigabyte. Also, if you have one of these NVMe SSD enclosures that offer speeds up to 10 gigabits per second, then having an SSD like this is tremendous value since the max speed of this would be 1,250 megabytes per second. So having this ORICO PCIe 3.0 is tremendous value because there's really no point in getting a NVMe SSD of 4.0 or higher because these enclosures only support up to 10 gigabits per second unless if you have the newer USB 4 enclosures. But an enclosure like this, I'll definitely use a drive like this. So I'm overall impressed with the performance of the ORICO PCIe 3.0, and I highly recommend you guys check them out. I will have them linked down below. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Firewolf out.